What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the 2nd Street Marvel, where we're coming at you live every single time that I get a chance here lately, it seems like. One of these days, we're going to be back to Friday nights, and I think hopefully we should be close this Friday. Just kind of having some personal things lined up to be here ready for you guys on, excuse me, on Friday nights. Now, if this is your first time here, what I typically do is I start off the show by talking about some of the comic books that I pulled for the week, and then I get into the chats and interact with you all as we talk about some different things that have happened throughout the week and different things like that. And yeah, honestly, I've been so busy lately, I don't really know like a whole lot that's going on in the world. The last thing I really remember is people being upset about ovens. Yeah, like stovetop ovens. Like apparently it's bad to have an oven or a stovetop. Like it's bad, and I got 3 kids, so apparently I'm a terrible person because I got a gas range that I cook my food on, my delicious food that my kids love. That I love. The food tastes so good and you can taste the love in the food, and I think the food is important. I think it's very important. One of the things that I've been doing here a little bit lately too is starting to dial in my nutrition a little bit. Starting to dial it back in so I can trim off this fat that I've got on me, get back on my bike regularly, and hopefully be able to go and compete in some bike races again next year. Maybe I can trim all of this off. And one of the things I've been doing is, in trying to do that, is dialing in the nutrition, is making sure that it's something good that I want to eat, right? I think that's something that's important. Make sure that whatever you're doing, especially if you're trying to, like myself, one of the things I stay pretty active, right? I stay pretty active, but one of the things that I need to do is dial in my nutrition. But, for a lot of people, that's hard. And, even for me, like, I can eat really good, like, I can eat very strict, but one of the most important things is making sure when you are doing something like that, make sure you find something that's good. You know what I mean? Find stuff that's good for you. Well, I'll tell you, one of my tips that I always tell people always talk about, when it's losing weight, like, oh, I don't like to eat healthy. Maybe fast food is easy. I'll tell you, if you like the fast food stuff here, just whatever you're eating out at your favorite fast food restaurant, just cook the same thing at home instead of going to the fast food restaurant. Yeah, cook that hamburger at home. Cook that cheeseburger at home, and, maybe make some homemade fries. To go along with that too, instead of going out to that restaurant. Put it down, and stop drinking your calories. I'm just telling you. Anyway, regardless of all that, while I am talking about that and eating healthy, make sure that you go to the Peanut Peddler doc. Maybe I should put that down here in the chats. There we go. Oh, no, not that. There we go. Go check out peanutpeddler.com, and you can order you some good snacks just like this. Yeah, look at that. Look at that peanut caramel cluster. Doesn't that thing look delicious? You want some of it. You got a whole bag of them right here. Check it out. Peanut caramel clusters, man. These things are the best. Absolutely great. Great stuff. Anyway, and just because you are trying to be healthy and everything doesn't mean that you can't have good snacks. You just gotta limit it. You gotta minimize. I think that's one of the hardest things is when we're trying to do this is you think you gotta be all good, which I can do, but it's okay if you're being good to reward yourself every now and then. You can't really do it every day. Can't do it multiple times a day. That's how you got where you are. That's how I got where I'm at. Along with being hit by a lady, I was out on my morning bike ride and broke my back. I mean, that didn't help none. That didn't help none. But regardless, one of the things I do also want to tell you before we go on, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And if you do like what you're seeing here on the channel, consider becoming a channel member. One of the things I do for my channel members, the Myrtle Maniacs, is do some giveaways. I'm getting ready to give away this copy right here of La Muerta Primeval. This is part of the World War Death event that they are doing over there at Coffin Comics here over last year is when they were doing it in 2022. They had this event going on, and this year will be something different. I'm quite sure we'll be giving that away to one of our channel members. Speaking of channel members, RC Scott, we've got here with a 29-month member chat. Comes in with the evil horns. Hell yeah. Now, I do also want to say, RC Scott, you need to send me them deets so I can send out this last book to you. So I can send out this Lady Death. What was this? Necrotic Genesis? So I can send out this Necrotic Genesis to you. You still haven't got me them deets, son. I need them so I can send this to you. But thank you all so much for being here. Now, there have been some comic books coming out along the way. You know, there's plenty of comic books that I really enjoy out there. I don't really talk a lot about the big two, or should I say big three? It's really the big three, right? Like, come on. It's Marvel, it's DC, it's Image. Those are the big three. There's not really a big two. And I don't really buy. I get some titles from Image, but for the most part, I get from smaller press publishers than that. Usually, like Boom Studios, I guess is getting pretty big too, but I would still say they're a little bit smaller. But I do read some Boom Studios titles, some Aftershock, some Vault comics, especially. Love all those Vault comics books. Some Titan comics, and Titan Comics is one of those ones they actually have some franchise names and things that they put out through their publishing company as well. Excuse me. As well. But one of the newest ones that's been coming out here lately, here over these past couple of years, is one called Merc Publishing. Now, Merc Publishing, these guys, they started a couple of years ago at this point on Kickstarter. They started doing some Kickstarter books through there, and it was kind of the teaming up of some different people. One of the main artists that started this was Jamie Tyndall. He also got together with Sean Hudchako. I probably got that wrong, as well as this young lady named Murphy. And you can check them out on Instagram, Twitter, and stuff like that as well. But they all got together and kind of brainstormed some ideas and came up with and started this new publishing company and started this line. And they launched it off with Miss Meow and Death Rage. I believe Death Rage was actually the first title that they did a book for. And then the second one was Miss Meow. And this week we've got a couple of different titles that came out from Merc Publishing. Some absolutely great stuff here. Like I said, though, this week we've got Miss Meow issue number 6. And through here you can see we're getting, I feel like we're getting close to the end of this storyline, or at least of what's going on here. But this series has been really good, and seeing how it even ties in with some of the Death Rage stuff is pretty interesting. But also this week, we ended up getting Born of Blood issue number 4 as well. And what they've been doing over here at Merc Publishing is kind of starting this shared universe of titles, and that would be between these three different books. And again, that is Death Rage, Miss Meow, and Born of Blood. These are the two that came out this week. Born of Blood issue number 4, or was that 5? Issue number 4, yeah. And then Miss Meow issue number 6. And these books have been really good. Now, the way they tie together here is because Born of Blood is actually taking place like back more in, honestly, I think I even talked about this in my comic book review video that I've still got to release. I got recorded and uploaded. But I want to say it was probably like, I don't know, is it like medieval ages? I don't know, the days of the Spartans, I guess you would say, and all the different empires here. And it's been very good as we've been following this Princess Giaris, as she has gone from being a young lady to becoming a woman, and a woman of Sparta, a queen. And we see her here with King Leonidas throughout this story, and some very interesting things happening throughout this story regarding the Spartans and obviously Sparta, as well as the shift of power from one king to the other, where her father was murdered and now King Leonidas is there. And we see a little bit more of that coming together here in this story. But there's a little bit more to this when it comes to this helmet in which we see Giaris that was gifted in this particular book. This helmet actually has some, I guess you could say, magical properties to that. And the interesting thing is how this story in Born of Blood is going down, and how that ties into getting into this story here in Miss Meow. Because in Miss Meow here, we're kind of dealing with this exact same thing with Catfight here, where she is seeking out this helmet that has actually been that has actually been stolen by these guys known as the, I believe it's the Bubblegum Blitzkrieg. And you can see right here, this helmet was an artifact that they had found, and Catfight was after. And you can see that Catfight is actually working for the Spartans who are still there, for Leonidas, tracking this thing down. And this story actually kind of sort of spills over into the Death Rage series as well. And it's very interesting. I'd like to see like some of these loose connections here really all start to tie it together. But definitely some very good stuff coming out of Merc Publishing. You guys got to check these guys out. Merc Publishing. Again, they've been putting together some pretty good stories, as well as with the writers, the writing teams they've got going on. I know they've brought Aaron Sparrow and Joe Corallo over to help them with some of that, the direction and stuff from where they first started off a couple of years ago with Death Rage and Miss Meow. They actually even went through on the books that you can find here at your local comic book shop. These versions right here, they actually got them on board, and they changed a little bit of the first couple of issues of Miss Meow, and I want to say probably Death Rage as well. And I've been meaning to do a video showing the difference between the original Kickstarter versions and the versions you can find at your local comic book shop. But along with that, they have still been running Kickstarters as well, but you can find these at your local comic book shop as well. And I did just get in these books right here from Merc Publishing. This was the Death Rage issue number, what is this, 5, right? Issue number 4, okay. Issue number 4 right here. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually find this book already at your local comic book shop. They just actually launched a Kickstarter for Born of Blood issue number, I want to say it was 4, which is the one that already came out here. It might have been 3. It might be 3. Born of Blood 3. It's actually Born of Blood 3 they just launched a Kickstarter for. Even though it's out at your local comic book shop, I would say definitely check out the Kickstarter versions if you like the different covers, if you are out there for covers. If you want some of the more risque or nude variants, definitely check that out. But they also get different artists out there. They've got great artists like Shikari, Jean Royale, and different people. I think Ali Garza is one of them as well. Different people doing covers on the Kickstarter versions than you can find at your local comic book shop, as well as the paper quality is different in them as well. So definitely worth checking out the Kickstarters. The people over at Merc Publishing have been absolutely great over the past couple years, not only with building this shared universe of stories and putting out these books, but also with the quality of their books and the customer service. They have been absolutely great with all of that, even with the delays like we have had with some of these books just through printing issues and stuff like that. They've been absolutely great, and that's why some of the LCS versions have come out a little bit earlier than we've got Kickstarter versions, and why we've got Born of Blood issue number 3 currently going through Kickstarter. And you can already find it at your local comic book shop. And that's actually something that I wanted anyway. Since I've been backing these books through Kickstarter, is I actually wanted the Kickstarter versions of these books, even though I've already read them. I like these stories, I like what they're doing, and I want to support their stuff, and I want those Kickstarter versions still, and they are still putting them out, and I like that. And that, to me, that just says something about the people over at Merc Publishing. Not only do they want to make money, because they've already obviously released a bunch of variants through your local comic book shop, but they've got the ones that they have been doing through Kickstarter, which is where they were originally serving their customers through, not just through the big distribution. So, and you can also actually, if you're a local comic book shop, you can actually even go to Merc Publishing directly and get your books directly from them. And I know for some comic book shops that's probably kind of an inconvenience because it just means one more invoice, but I think it would definitely be something worth checking out. You could also do the same thing for Rippleverse. as well. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just saying there's a bunch of great new small publishers coming out there that are out there to fulfill, I guess you could say, this itch that people have for great comic books. And I will say that's another thing, getting into comic books. We could flap our gums about that all day long. Is talking about kind of the format. And one of the things that people come to comic books for, like, I like good stories, I like great art, right? But also there is other things too, and that's when you get into like some of the small press publishers like I like, and then getting into like the big I would say definitely the big two. I'll give them Marvel and DC, is because Marvel and DC have those characters that we all know and love and grew up with. We see in the movies that they have that ongoing saga, the ongoing drama of stuff that they've had going on for 50, 60, 70, 80 years. And I think that's something that's very crucial with the comics as well. I mean, but the thing is like, you still need good stories and good art when it comes to those books. Spider-Man still needs a great writer and a great artist. Batman still needs a great writer and a great artist. You don't want to just put like lower level tier talent on these. And I think that's one of the important things when it comes to that. But then you get into some of these indies like this, like the great people over at Merc Publishing. They don't have the ongoing saga and the ongoing drama, but they have got great artists. They have got good writers in there, and they are starting to build out a world that will hopefully fill in some of the gaps and hopefully fulfill some of the itch that some of us out there still have for some of these kind of great stories and great comic books. But that's just if you ask me. Let me know down in the comments below if you've actually read any of the books from Merc Publishing, what you think about them or anything like that. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below, and we'll see how you're all doing today. Let's see who all we have got here, and we will talk about some more comic books here in just a minute. But let's see who all we've got here. I see we've got, let's see, if you're still around, I see we've got my man Justin Simone, the Star Wars Marvel purist, my man. What is up, Daniel Fisher? As well as James Jimenez says, where you at, Chingon? I'm here now. Yeah. Mike Stanchill Porter says, my man says it's actually a great time on the East Coast. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad to hear that. William Moloch, thank you so much for being here. I see you here as well. I've seen you over at Chillmongers, and that's funny, is because I was sitting here, I had all my stuff ready to go onto the stream, and I was sitting there playing a game. I was playing some Need for Speed Heat, and I was sitting there playing it, listening to Chillmongers, and Chillmonger, you know, he gave me a plug. He's like, oh, Trinity's getting ready to go live here in about 10 minutes. I was like, oh, damn, it's already that time. I was like, all right. And I knew it was getting close, but then I was like, shoot. So I finished up my game, and I went and I parked and I shut it off. And like then there was a few minutes, and then I'll get out here after I connected my LAN cord, because I don't use the Wi-Fi stuff. I plugged it into my computer here in the studio. I was like, dang, I went to sign on and freaking updates, man, computer updates. And you know what's funny is when you're in that situation and your computer updates and you're getting ready to go live, like it'll say like, normally it says like 10 minutes, right? It'll say like 10 minutes. And I swear those 10 minutes are the longest 10 minutes in the world for them to hurry up and download and then update. And then it does that whole thing. It's like, man, this is a long 10, because it's not only that 10 minutes, it's the 10 minutes to do that. And then it does everything else in between. So like, and I'm just sitting there like, especially when everybody's waiting, you're sitting like, hurry up, man. Hurry up. It's the most inconvenient thing. Like, technology, it's the best, but the worst, you know? Thank you so much for being here, William Moloch. Spider-Man says, but wait, I was watching Spider-Man No Way Home Extended again. You know, I haven't watched that one in a while. I haven't watched No Way Home. I think I went to watch it like one time since it's been out of the theater, and I don't know. don't make me go on a roll where I have to come out with the whole Captain Marvel's better than No Way Home thing. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. You know I will. I can't eat strict unless I'm working out. It goes hand in hand. Yeah, and I hear that too. And that's one of the things, like with riding bikes, and like I want to get back. I need to get back on my bike, and I think I'm gonna start commuting to work on my bike a few days a week as well. But is like the eating good, like, cause you like when you're feeling that good, you don't want to feel bad, so you stay away from the bad stuff, right? You stay away from the bad stuff. Even back in the day, like drinking, I used to drink more, but like when I was like really into it, like I'm not trying to drink. I'm trying to, like I'm focused. I'm in a zone. I'm in a freaking zone, man. But yeah. Yeah. Do you think twice after putting in some hard work before destroying what you accomplished? Yeah, you do. You really do. I always kick my peanut butter parfait at home. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man, Jonny on the spot, my man. What is up? I hope all is going well with you, man. I hope all's going well. Oh, we got Mike Stanshield Porter with the super sticker. Got the sunshades on there. He says, I'm on a Mike and Ike diet. Wait, that sounds bad. Yeah. What about Aglax Comics? Yeah, the Aglax got a comic. He needs to come up with his follow-up. He needs to come up with a follow-up story. Hey, slackers. What's up, Brian Mccann? Hope you're doing well this evening. I'm so used to being in the evening. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, Miss Meow. Yeah, I mean, it's got TNA, but it's not all about that. There's actually a pretty fun story going on within the confines of all of that. Like, you can have beautiful, sexy women and still have great stories, right? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nike, did you see that new Adam Warlock news? Oh, I think you meant Mike. No, what new Adam Warlock news now? Hercules found Sparta. Hercules founded Sparta and the Spartans. All right. Spoiler Kings, thank you so much for being here. I think I've heard Chillmonger mention you guys before, and I was like, man, I don't think I've ever seen their stuff, and I think I started following you a while back on Twitter maybe. But I need to check out your guys' stuff. It was a great conversation everyone was having over on Chillmonger's stream today, man. Good stuff. Always fun on the 33 burning questions. 30, 32, 30, yeah. Always great. Always good stuff. Miss Meow, don't miss me with that. Yeah. It's cool when they tie things together, even if it's something small. Yeah, they're actually really good. They are some fun reads. And I think that's the important thing is like, one of the things, like I was saying, like with the comics thing, is like you want a whole universe. Like it, like I like. Well, okay, for instance, like Vault Comics, Aftershock Comics. These are even Boom Studios does a lot. There's some publishers I like. There's smaller press publishers, but they do a lot of mini series. Like you'll get something that's like just 5 issues, 6 issues, maybe 8, 10, 12. Issues, just short little series. Very rarely do you get that ongoing 113, 250, just some of those different, like, getting up in there in issues, and we need more of it. Like, I like just small short stories. It's great, and I want a great short story, and I've read plenty of them out there, right? I read plenty of them out there, but it's also great, and I would say it's not easy to do too, is like to actually build up a universe, the shared universe with different titles, and I guess doing it in a great, interesting, and engaging way. And I think that's one of the things I do like. And it took a while for me to kind of start seeing the bigger picture because for a while it was just Death Rage and Miss Meow, and you could see the crossover there. It's like just some of the different things going on. But once Born of Blood came out, and especially like the past couple of issues, you start really seeing more of the threads coming together. And it's cool because Born of Blood is taking place like clear in the past. I would actually have to pull. Let me see if I can pull some of these out. But it's taking place in the past. So, whoops. So it's stuff that's taking place earlier, and it's playing out stuff later in the series, and I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, let me see here. Which one is this? That's number 2. Yeah, see, I've got let me see, where are we at here? I guess I probably could have pulled out the digital copy, but the digital. Oh man, whoops. The digital copy don't look as impressive, right? When you bring girls home, you want them to see your short box. Like, it's not quite the same saying, hey, take a look at my iPad and my big comic collection. where are we at here? The very first one. And this was... Let's see, when does it say this was? I'm not sure if it really does say. I'm not sure if it really does say. But like it's great because when you get into these books, they have like some of these fake ads in there. Some of these fake ads in there with stuff like that. Yeah, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't say when, like when exactly these kind of take place. I guess you probably kind of have to know your history. But it's probably in there. It's probably like 500 AD. You know, something like that. 800 AD. Probably somewhere around there. I wasn't even paying attention. Did they get? Yeah, I just noticed that too. I think they had a different artist here on this first issue. But here, see, you can see. This is the Kickstarter covers that you could get right here. I've got this one right here, which was the retail variant, and then I've also got this one right here. I've also got that one right there in the Virgin variant. But I mean, look. Also, you got like there's John Royale cover. You got. I'm telling you, dude. Like they spare no expense. I need to order up this Shikari cover. Need to order up them Shikari covers, man. I love the Shikari covers. Shikari's art is really good. It's really good. Andre Oro, thank you so much for being here. Yes. Star Wars MCU-OG. What is up? I hope all is going well with you. But yeah, like I said, the books they've got going on at Merc Publishing is absolutely great stuff. And I think if you go to their website at mercpublishing.com, I think you can even order the Kickstarter versions from there, as well as even the regular retail LCS versions from there as well, from their website. So, I mean, definitely worth checking out. Yeah, good stuff. James Jimenez, you're back. What is up, man? I hope you're doing well. Adam Warlock news. Marvel created a new female version of Adam, Eve. We now have three females versions of Adam, all more powerful than him. Kesmet, Goddess, and now Eve. Okay, and I think I know. No, I'm not thinking. Who's the one I'm thinking of? It wasn't Goddess. It was. Oh, I think I'm thinking of an Asgardian. I'm thinking of an Asgardian. Angela. I'm thinking of Angela. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I think that's her name. Morbius, better known as No Way Home. What? What are you talking about, Morbius? Let's see. Eve Warlock was the bestest ever. Yeah, I never read it. Yeah, Brian Mccann was saying something about that. I'm like, I don't know. I haven't read it. I haven't read a lot of the cosmic stuff on the in the Marvel books. Yeah, the creativity at Disney Marvel is uncanny, pun intended. Oh man. Miss Me, I'm not all about TNA. You unsold me. No, it's not all about that. It's not all about that. It's part of it. It's definitely part of it. But it's not all about. Yeah. Not all about. But you get plenty of it. Trust me, you get plenty of it. Now. Let's see. Wait, first time I will disagree with you. No Way Home is one of my most favorite movies. At the end, he becomes his own man with the help of other Spider-Manses. Help and the movie fixed the other movies. Oh, did it though? I don't know, man. We'll see. Time will tell. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I don't know. I'm just not big on Peter Starker. I'm not big on Spider-Boy. I'm not big on it. I'm just not big on it.
You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole.
Well, all right then. All right. Oh, man. How big is your connection to date? Wait. What are you talking about? How big is your connection to date? What are you talking about? Are we talking about dating sites? But Oh, okay. I would be typing for days about my love for the No Way Home. Okay. You want to show them your short box? Yeah. You want to see my long box? I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Yeah. A plastic transfer pleasure. Oh man. Yeah. Fine. All right. Eve Warlock arrives April 2023. Really? Okay. Ah. Going to watch that Tennessee versus Texas b-ball game. Is that baseball, basketball? I don't know. I don't know my balls. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Like that. Not like that. Not like that. You know. Speaking of which, I actually picked this book up. Vault Comics have actually been doing the series Barbaric. It came out last week, but I'm not sure if it was damaged or it just came in late. But at my LCS, but I just got this right here, this Corin Howell version variant for Barbaric. And I'm telling you, man, I love Corin Howell's art, but god dang, look at that cover, dude. That's just good stuff right there. That's just good shit right there. I like that. Yeah. That's why Corin Howell is one of my favorite artists that we've got out right now. Got some good stuff. Some good art. Some good art. And speaking of which, that reminds me of this other book. This other book that just came out this week as well, which is Lovesick. This has been one of my favorite titles on just on shelves here over the past 4 months. Lovesick, absolutely great. Luana Vecchio, the artist, the writer on this series. This was a series I believe she actually did and released on Comixology originally, and then she got to deal with Image to get this and put this on print, and I'm very thankful for that because this book is fucking fire. It's great. It's this, I guess you could say she's like a dominatrix right here named Domino. But what she does is she's got this she does like Red Room type of shit. Like she gets these she got these guys, these incels, these slaves that she brings on to these live stream shows that she does, and she fucking guts them right there and everything. Like it's pretty brutal in what they're doing here with just all this stuff going on, man. But then here in this particular issue, we get kind of a little bit more backstory on Domino and exactly her past, where she comes from, how exactly she came to be where she is at now, and very great stuff. And I absolutely love kind of like just what's going on in this book, because when it comes down to things like this, like just kind of this I don't know, I guess like these darker things that there's people out there that are into this kind of shit, like BDSM and all of those different kinds of stuff, and getting even more extreme than that. But you kind of get into that territory of who's the real victim. The person that's submitting and being, in this case, like dying and all that stuff, or the person who's doing it. And we get, and just like there's just some really great storytelling going on in this book, and I freaking love it, man. This series has been absolutely great, and like for me, it's a story I really enjoy, but I also get why there's a lot of people out there who wouldn't like this book as well. And I feel like this is one of those books that I didn't think it was a book that a whole lot of people out there were going to be into and going to like or anything like that. But apparently I was wrong, because even at my local comic book shop, both of them, they've been selling out of these books since they've come out over these past few issues, and especially like the issue number ones always sell out, but it's continued. The demand for it has continued to be, I would say, pretty respectable for an indie comic book, be it on Image Comics or any other smaller publisher out there altogether, with this kind of story and things like that. And I've really enjoyed this book. It's absolutely great. I think you should go check it out. They've got a couple of different covers here as well. This is another one of the covers they had that I thought was really great. Right there. Yeah, you can see all the crazy bloody goriness of it all. I think this book is great. You know, it'd be great. Like, I don't know. Everybody like says this about like comic books and stuff like that. It'd be great to see this turn into a movie. But you know what? I need the Soska sisters to direct this movie. Lovesick the movie, like that shit would be fucking fire. But I guess in a way they've kind of already have. If you've ever seen American Mary, right? And it's like it's not the same, but I would say similar. Similar. Absolutely great stuff. Absolutely great stuff, man. Like I said, just kind of the themes and the things that they're talking about here in the book have been really, really, really good. Definitely worth checking out. It redeemed the other Spider-Man movies. The first two characters at the end of No Way Home becomes his own man. No more Peter Starker. No more Spider Boy. No, he's still Spider Boy. Still Spider Boy. Sounds brutal. Yeah, it is pretty brutal, and they get into like some stuff like in this latest issue of Lovesick, they're getting into like some cannibalism and stuff like that, and it's like it's pretty gross, but like there's people out there that are into that stuff, man. Like certainly not me. Like I'm into the story and reading about it and stuff like that, but like everything else is like it's pretty gory and disgusting, and I like it. I like it. Oh man. So what else we got going on, folks? What else you guys got? Did you guys get your tickets to Ant-Man? Did you get your tickets to go see Ant-Man? I got my tickets. The day it came out, man. This is one of the Ant-Man is one of the ones I'm definitely excited to see. One of the ones I'm definitely excited to see coming out. Here, man. It seems it's only a couple of weeks away if you think about it, right? Like, what are we, less than 20 days out from Ant-Man? Dang, man. And I only got tickets for that Thursday night. I need to get tickets so I can go back and see it maybe Saturday or Sunday or something like that. I need to get some tickets so I can go see it again. Nope. Nope what? Nope. I haven't seen Nope. I heard it was a good movie, though. Was it pretty good? Was Nope a pretty good movie, Justin? That's what you talk. That's what you're talking about, right? That's what you're talking about, right? Right? Oh, man. Oh, okay. So you're not gonna go see it, Justin? Like, see, like I'm good with the Paul Rudd. Like, I like Paul Rudd, and I mean, the first Ant-Man is obviously the best one because you know they had Edgar Wright involved and shit. I mean, I'm not saying that I trust in Peyton Reed, but I think he'll do a pretty good job. Probably wait for $5 movie night. Talking about my. Oh, okay. I figured you were. I know. I was just being a smart ass. No, he's not Spider Boy. He has his own apartment and cool sparkly suit with no Stark tag. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, $5. Yeah. Wait for the dollar there. Yeah. Nope. Didn't see Nope either. Yeah, I know. I want to though. I heard it was pretty good. I like Jordan Peele. Like, well, you know what? I didn't watch that other one either. Was it Us? I think I didn't see that one. I did watch the first one he did though, and I thought that Get Out. I thought that was a pretty good movie. That was a pretty good one. Plane was dope. 90s action flick. Oh, okay, yeah, Plane. I've been hearing people talking about that one. Yeah. Mike, you haven't even Mike. What kind of standstill are you, Porter? You don't even have your Quantumania tickets? How do I have my tickets already and you don't? See, I was telling you over on Chillmonger Stream, you're just too negative, Mike Porter. You're so negative. You don't even have your tickets yet? Come on, man. Even I'm more hardcore than that. Man, now you're making me feel like a shill. Shit. I guess I'm the shill. I'm the shill now. Both Ant-Man movies are mid. First one being better. Yeah. That first one's definitely better. I just like Paul Rudd, and I just kind of like the whole dynamic of the movies as well. You know, kind of he's the family man kind of thing, and you know, fuck the police and shit like that. Yeah. I'm down with it. Yeah. See, even Daniel Fisher got him on the first day. That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay. All right. I got you, Mike Porter. On a butt. Okay. All right. Let me know. Let me know. Even the shills are losing interest. Justin. Oh, man. That's funny. He's even got the laughing emojis. Oh, dang. Let me know, Mike Porter. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know where you get your tickets at. Maybe the Myrtle Maniacs will get one for you. Maybe we can pick some up for you. Yeah. Yeah, and the Ant-Man movies being mid. I mean, I don't know. I think it just kind of depends, because I mean, like, it depends on what you're comparing it to with regards to everything else. Like, because like if you really think about like the MCU, especially like the first three phases, they got some pretty damn good movies on there. But thinking about like the greatness of them, I mean, like, and how, you know, like truly much, you know, like, I mean, I think there's a lot more mid than there is greatness in the MCU movies, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, because I mean, for these movies and everything, like middle work. I mean, it works. Yeah, sure, we could have better if they just respect the source material, but that's a different story. But I mean, because like when I think of like what are the great ones they got, like to me, like the first Iron Man is a good movie, but to me, I really like Iron Man 3 more. Iron Man 3 is my favorite one, and it's arguably not the best one. I think the best one's still Iron Man, but even thinking about the Iron Man films, kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Like I like some of the crudeness in the first one. Even the third one actually has some pretty good one-liners in it. But then thinking about like Captain America, the first Avenger was a damn good movie, man. You know what I mean? It was a damn good movie. But then you get into like Winter Soldier. That was a pretty damn good one. You know, Civil War. Like, here's the thing: is like for me, when it comes down to it, like the bigger ensemble casts, I like those movies. They're good. I mean, you know, having the bigger cast, more characters, obviously makes it good, and you know, more action, just kind of things going on. But I really like the smaller movies, like the more individual movies, which is something I know I'm not gonna like as we progress through the MCU, because that was something, and you can even see it in the movies now already, is that they've said that pretty much all the movies now are going to be more than one character, going to be more ensemble kind of casts like that, with multiple characters showing up. Like a Doctor Strange movie isn't just Doctor Strange, you know? Like in the, you know, obviously we got Wanda, we got America Chavez, you know, and Wong at this point, you know, all in there as well. But I like the smaller movie, like the individual movies like that, more than like the bigger ensemble. Just like the bigger ones have more going, like, and that's why even like when I think about my rankings, like the Avengers movies are great and everything, I still like, I find it hard to rank them above some of the other individual titles, because I think the individual titles have to work harder. You know what I mean? But plus also they're the single individual story, you know, and you spend a little bit more kind of intimate time with the characters. Like, and that's the other thing too. Like, could you imagine if we would have got a Black Widow trilogy? Like, say starting, say what would have happened? Like, say after the Winter Soldier, maybe after Winter, or maybe right before Winter Soldier, and then it went from there. You know, we got to cut. Like, it could have been great. It could have been great shit. But thinking about it, I mean, I think there is a lot of mid going on, like, because even the Thor movies, like I said, arguably a lot of the movies, some of them better than others, definitely. But like even the Thor movies, like the first one, that's pretty good. I feel like Kenneth Branagh actually really nailed the tone and everything of that first movie. Like it was all good, a little bit of cheesiness, but I liked all that was going on there and everything. And then, you know, like Thor: The Dark World missed the tone a little. I'd say it missed the tone a little bit. But then obviously you get into the Waititi Thors, and they just completely fucking miss me with that shit. But then even like Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's very mid. It's very mid, you know. Spider-Man movies, I love Spider-Man, but like, I think even the first one there, the best one was Homecoming. And then, you know, and that's yeah. But I do think there's a bunch of mid. And like I said, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily a knock. But I think there is quite a bit of mid, to where Paul Rudd fits right up there at the top of all the mid with him, right? Like Yeah. Yeah. Sure the source material has... I'm sure the source material has Wasp and Thatcher schooling Hank Pym in the negative zone quantum realm. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're sitting there like, well, now, Hank. Well, I mean, you know what happened to Hank in the comics. You know what happened. They did him dirty. They did him dirty. He slapped his wife and they never let him live it down. Well, I'm sure readers didn't either. But the motherfucker tried to commit suicide, man. Come on, have some motherfucking empathy. Shit. The son of a bitch tried to commit suicide. And then he was about to bang Tigra too, man. Anyway. Captain America First Avenger is gold. Yeah, absolutely. And they had the right director on that too. Joe Johnston in there doing like the whole time period thing. Like it was great. It was great. And yeah, they could have just, man. Yeah. It was a good one. We should start a coffee account to fund the multiple theater visits for you. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Daniel Fisher. I like that idea. Start a coffee account. Absolutely. Do that shit, Mike. The Boomer in Space coffee account. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Do that shit. Okay. You know, I see it 4 times in theaters. Yeah. Wong should be dead and isn't the source of... Oh, he is, damn it. Nobody cares about America's moms and Strange doesn't need Rachel McAdams teaching him his own magical abilities. Yeah, but man, I'd sure love Rachel McAdams to teach me some magical abilities. Fuck yeah, I would. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, man. That's 2 times now. That's 2 times. That's 2 times. That's 2 times. No mid in the MCU. Oh, all right. Now, and like I said, I mean, thinking about it, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad or anything, but I mean, if you think about it, it's just like a lot. Look, a lot of mid can be better than a lot of shit out there. Believe me, there's a lot of movies out there that aren't even mid, right? And people will praise that shit. People will praise that shit. So like it's not necessarily bad. I think most films actually kind of land in mid territory anyway. It's just maybe the connection that you have to them and what they mean to you that means something more so than anything else. You know what I mean? But I think there's a lot of mid out there. I think it's just like, and it's not just MCU. I mean, I just think like just films, because I mean they can't all be greats, right? Because like even the great directors and great writers and the fucking great actors, not everything they do is great. You know, like some of it's really fucking miss, and a lot of it's mid. You know, and again, mid, like the being mid, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Not everything can be Scarface. Not everything can be Avatar. Not everything can be Endgame. Or let's face it, Infinity War. Not everything can be, not everything can be Casablanca or Gone with the Wind or Pulp Fiction, right? Okay, Scotty from Hawks Holocrons, what is up? Scotty says, absolutely true, Black Widow and the Taskmaster could have set up the true Taskmaster and not been weird at all. Yeah, I mean, they might have been able to. And that's the tricky thing with the Black Widow thing, because, they called it the Taskmaster program. They never actually said it was Taskmaster. Like there's a whole bunch of tricky shit they could do there. They could still have the Tony Master thing, but they did kind of already ruin that. They did kind of already ruin that. No mid. Doctor Strange 1, all the ancient one could see in the futures was Doctor Strange being the sorcerer supreme of them all. She forgot to mention Wong being a placeholder. Oh yeah, like that's not important. That's because it's not anything big. It's not anything big. It's not that, it wasn't a big hurdle for him to overcome. It's just, I was still right. I think you're just trying to discredit the fact that I think you're just trying to be like, who is it that keeps coming in here challenging me, being right about the Sorcerer Supreme thing? Is it Aglax? You son of a bitch. Like, look, I was fucking right. I was right that he's not the Sorcerer Supreme. Everybody out there is against me on this. I said it. I didn't say how. I know what you're doing, Justin. I know what you're doing. Trying to upset me. Task Mistress, yeah. Task Ma'am. It's Ma'am. Yeah. Oh, man. Phase 4 was the Wong Saga. Yeah, it was. Phase 4 was the Wong Saga. Yeah, and, like, that's the one thing with, like, the MCU and Wong. Like, I feel like he's become too big of a character. You know, like, and that's, I mean, just like, look, I won't say it and confess that I've read a shitload of Doctor Strange books, but, like, well, it seems like they made a bigger deal about Wong than he is. I mean, fuck, as far as I know, like in the comic book, Wong isn't even a fucking Rick Jones. And we don't even have Rick Jones. Where the fuck is Rick Jones? And that's my other theory. I have a feeling that Rick Jones is actually the ultimate MacGuffin in the MCU. I think we're going to get to some point and it's going to be like Rick Jones is like the motherfucker like over all of it. Like he's going to be like not even the one above all. He's going to be like fucking like it's all because like he's the ultimate one they're searching out. Is Rick Jones. And like it's gonna be one of those things like they're gonna have to save him. Right? They're gonna have to save him. That's gonna be the end of the MCU. Done. After that, after they save Rick Jones, they're all gonna be like, man, all that shit happened just because Rick Jones got held captive by so and so? Damn. All we had to do was save Rick Jones. Yeah. Sup, nerd? What's up? What's up, Max? How you doing, man? I hope all's going well with you. See you doing some of your So I seen you doing some skiing or snowboarding. Snowboarding. My bad. You wouldn't put on skis, would you? Yeah, Taskmaster will go kill. Yeah, I think. Hank Pym is a variant. A variant of what? Hank Pym is a Kang. Hank Pym is a variant of Kang. Everybody's a variant of Kang, I think. All MCU is S tier. Okay, calm down. Yeah, Mike's on that juice. No, not that juice, but the other juice. The silly juice. Will we ever get another Captain America, Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Iron Man, Avengers, Secret Wars with no Doom? Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible we could. It's just going to take a while. It'd take a while. I think they could get back to the top of the game, but yeah, it's Disney, right? It's Disney, and that's not to say they ruin everything, but at some point you gotta just say, you know what, we own the studio. Let them make what they need to make. Let's not limit them. Yeah, still hard to believe no Doctor Doom in the MCU after this many years. Yeah, I know. Like one of the biggest and obviously the reason there's no Doctor Doom, and you know, I know you're probably like, yeah, we know the Fox merger Doom. Yeah, I mean, obviously that. Obviously there's that. But it's hard to imagine that there's not like a fucking plan already. Like you don't know nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and I think sometimes that's the hardest thing, and especially I think that's one of the things the MCU has going against them since they made it big. Because like at the very beginning of the MCU, like through the first 2 phases, was anybody sitting there going, "Oh, where the fuck's Doctor Doom at?" No, nobody was. No, nobody like, and I'm not gonna say nobody cared, but everybody's thinking like, "Oh shit, we got Iron Man, we got Captain America, we got Thor, cool, we got an Avengers movie, that's fucking great, cool, great." Like nobody was saying like it was just like, you know, because we had shitty Fantastic Four movies at that time, but like nobody was sitting there that. But like now, and that's the thing where their backs kind of against the wall, because now they have access to pretty much all of their characters and everything. And we're kind of in the dark about everything. Like, and the thing, the argument here for you is, in this case, like, look at all we've got over the past couple of years. How many shows, how many movies, and they could have just, like, they could have done something. We could have got a tease. We could have got something at this point, you would think, right? Like, they could have done something. I don't know. I'm sure there's stuff and with contracts or everything, but the fact that we don't even know anything coming on the horizon other than there's a Fantastic Four movie coming, and let's face it, there's got to be Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four movie, right? There has to be, or does there? I almost have a feeling they're going to do the Fantastic Four, and they're maybe just going to tease Doom in there. They're not going to actually have him in there. But I think that's the biggest thing with Marvel Studios at this point is they're big enough. They've been cranking out so many movies and shows that everyone at this point, like, you seriously got to kind of ask yourself, like, why haven't you introduced so and so or so and so or so? There's almost no excuse when you've got Ms. Marvel in there, you got fucking Moon Knight in there, yet you don't have the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom and like we could go on. The list could go on, right? So it's kind of like they got their back against the wall now. Like, come on, like we need. Like, and the thing is, like, because they've done what they've done over the past couple of years, we know they could fucking explode it. They could explode it. Like they could like look. They could make one of these stupid, shitty shows introducing the Fantastic Four. It doesn't have to be some big grand thing. It could just be the lead up to, like, who is Reed and who is Sue and Jonny and Ben. Like, they could do that whole thing, explore that in a stupid fucking 6-episode TV show before we actually get the movie. And obviously you could have Victor in there, have everybody in there. Kind of introducing, doing something small, nothing big, nothing great and grand or anything like that. Maybe them going to school, maybe them fucking just kind of making connections and meeting and all that bullshit that you don't have to do in the movie. Then by the time you get to the movie, that's when you get the team, right? Like, how hard of a show is that to make? How hard is it to just make a stupid show introducing a fucking mutant? 1, fucking 3, 4. We got Moon Knight, Kamala Khan, fucking Werewolf by Night. I get it. And I think that's kind of where it's hard for them in there because they got all these characters like, fuck, what do you do? What do you do, right? What do you do? I don't think there's any simple solutions to it. But the simplest solution would be like, okay, since we've got the shows, we can do some small shit here. We could set the shit up small here and then do it bigger on the big screen, which is kind of what I always thought they were going to do. And I feel like they are going to do some of that because it seems like they're introducing some of the smaller characters by way of these shows, but I don't see any reason why they couldn't do some of the bigger characters out there like that, introducing them in these small little ways, because they all started off kind of small anyway, right? And then they got big. I mean, it just kind of just makes sense. You could do all that shit that you don't want to fucking put in, a movie. I mean, you're still going to have those slower moments in a movie, but like, you could do so much with those TV shows. And you like, it could be small budget and still do some cool shit. And you could actually even film that shit while you're making the movie. Yeah. So, I mean, Yeah, they could do it. The rest of the movies is mid, except Top Gun 2, Downtown Abbey movies, and all the MCU. Downtown Abbey. Oh man, how I see it, Trinity like to go deep in stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, is it off again? Daniel? It must be. Fucking Streambot, man. Phase 4 was way too long. Yeah, stop it. Oh, man. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, what went wrong with Phase 4? Yeah. Oh, mad as sinners, all of us. Yeah. Are you excited the CW writers are coming on board to write Daredevil Born Again? Are you serious? Like, please, like, you're bullshitting me, right? Like, that's a joke? That's a joke, right? I feel like you're shitting me right now, and I hope that you are. There we go. That's a little better. I hope that you are. Born Again was basically season 3 of Daredevil on Netflix. Okay, I was gonna say I haven't read it. I haven't read much Daredevil at all. It's sad but true. Gareth Jones, but it happens in all Latin American countries. It's just worse in some places. Bolivia used to be worse, but I think they've gotten better. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Daniel? Did I miss something? I must have missed something there. Sad but true, but it happens. I don't know what you're talking about there, Daniel. Did I miss something? Let's see. It was a hybrid. What was a hybrid? You mean the show? Mike Stanship Porter says, I'm juiced up. 30 movies, bunch of streaming shows, specials, and one-shots. The MCU is the best franchise ever! Scotty says, Fantastic Four will be a time travel film with Kang as the villain. Watch. I mean, yeah. It easily could be, and I could see them doing that with everything they're doing with, like, the time travel stuff, and Kang is fucking everybody. He's the Beyonder. He's probably Ravonna. He's probably Ms. Marvel. He's probably everybody. He's probably Tony Stark. They skipped all the great stories. How are you going to do a 2020 storyline and then jump back to the 70s or 80s? Yeah, right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I hear you. First Fantastic Four villain should be Mole Man. And you know what they should have? Like, they could have followed the trajectory the comics did, right? Like through the, like, go read, like, because I've got the epic collection of the first 20 Avengers issues. Like, go read those. They could have followed that trajectory. And they almost did with Loki. And then, like, they could have went along the whole, like, yeah. First Fantastic Four villain should be Mole Man. Yeah. Man, I must be missing something there, Daniel Fisher. You're talking to somebody I can't see. Are there bots in my chat? Are there bots in the chat? Are there bots in the chat? I feel like you're telling me there's bots in the chat here. Here, I feel like that's what you're telling me. I feel like you're saying there's bots in the chat. Bots in the chat. Are there bots in the chat? Oh no. What are we doing there? Are there bots in my damn chat? Are there bots in this damn chat? I don't know. I think there is. Yeah. There must be bots in the chat or something, because I can't see it. There must be bots in the chat because I can't see it. Yeah, I think that's who Daniel Fisher's talking to, because I'm sitting there like, what are you talking? Who are you talking to? What are you talking about? There gotta be some bots in the chat that I have blocked or something that I can't see. There's gotta be. All right. Let's see. Scotty says Ray Park is toad or bust. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, I don't know. Is Ray Park allowed to? Is he allowed? I thought he got canceled. Wasn't he showing his junk on Instagram or something and beating his wife or something? I can't remember. Something with his wife, right? Like when he didn't he have some problems? I'm not sure if Ray Park can like. They might take him back over to Star Wars with that shit. They'd be like, oh hell yeah, maybe DC will take him. But I don't know. I thought Ray Park was in trouble. I thought he got in trouble. Yeah, I did like Ray Park as Toad though. Didn't they try to do Toad in the new in what was it, Days of Future Past? Didn't they try to redo Toad? Wasn't that Toad they tried to redo in there with some other guy? 100% writer, 100% writer from that canceled Naomi show. Oh, okay. All right. Another writer that has the TDS coming along too. Yeah. They all got it, man. They've all got that. Kingpin going to be an allegory for Orange Man. You're not wrong, Justin. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. Mutants are being introduced. Miss Marvel. I like how you spell out Miss Marvel, like the way they say it. Like, apparently it's not Ms. anymore. It's Miss. Yeah. Ms. Marvel and Namor and more to come. Yeah. X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Doctor Doom will be in the next saga. Phases 7, 8, and 9. Be patient, MCU. Takes its time. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about it. Yeah, they sure didn't take their time skipping over Marvel and just bringing in Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, did they? Well, not Fantastic Four will be in Phase 6. Oh, okay. All right. Eddie Murphy style movie where Jonathan Majors plays everyone. That would actually be pretty funny. Seeing Jonathan Majors coming in being Vision. Like, hey, he's Captain America. He's like, I could do this all day. That shit would be great. And that dude, that fool Jonathan Majors, man, he got pretty yoked, bro. Like he was pretty chocolatey. You like how I say that? Chocolatey, man. Like he looked like he was all lumpy and shit, man. He looked like some chocolatey goodness, Jonathan Majors. When they sit, he's all buff because he's doing the fucking Creed movie, and then he's doing he's looking pretty saucy, bro. He's on that shit, definitely. He's on it. 100% they fucked up. I mean, he grew up reading late 80s and early 90s comics, but the best writing was in the 70s and 80s. Obviously, some decent stories in the 90s and 2000s, and less so after. Yeah, like sometimes I think they even now they get some cool ideas. It's just they're not as well fleshed out. Sometimes I think especially the more current stuff. Yeah. They tried to cancel him. Okay, yeah, I thought they did. I thought they did try to cancel Ray Park, man. I can't remember what it was. It was some personal shit. Wasn't it with his wife, or didn't he show? Was it his penis? I can't remember. There's so many crazy celebrity things that go on. I'm like, I can't remember. You know what? I don't remember John Campea talking about fucking Ray Park's dick. But he sure loved that. He sure loved Toby's. But yeah, I thought they did. Claremont Ms. Marvel is the only version of Ms. Marvel or Carol Danvers I can respect. Yeah, that's the only one I've read. And the stuff that they did afterward, I haven't read any of it yet. But I want to read some of the other stuff because it wasn't until towards the end of the Claremont era that they changed her suit, where she was wearing the black suit with the lightning bolt thing on it, like Ms. Marvel has. And she had the red sash and all that shit. That was I haven't read a whole lot of the stuff after that, after the Claremont era. I haven't really read any of it. And the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 version. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Man, I haven't played Ultimate Alliance 2 as much as the Ultimate Alliance 1. the first Ultimate Alliance is the shit. The first one is great, man. I used to go fuck that game up with Wolverine, bro. Yeah. Skip and Tosh, my man. Yeah. I'm chocolatey wasted. Josh got blocked because Toby's. Yeah, he did. Toby's dick, he got him blocked. Fucking cock blocker. Fucking cock blocker. That's funny. I'd rather have a Monica Rambeau Captain Marvel franchise and Carol Danvers Captain Marvel. I wouldn't even mind seeing the progression, but let's see the progression. Can we see the progression? I don't even mind if they do the whole, because I'll be honest with you, honestly, and Justin, maybe you know this, maybe you haven't read any of them, but Brie Larson and what they did in the Captain Marvel movie, that shit fucking nails the current, the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel. Fucking nails it to a T. It's gotta be probably the best book to movie adaptation that there is. I swear. She nails it. Now, I'm not saying that it's a good thing. Because in the comics, especially in the current comics, she's kind of insufferable. She's kind of an insufferable bitch. And that's how she kind of was introduced into the MCU as well. But obviously, I think her introduction into the MCU wasn't really helped out by the actor that's portraying her at all. She really kind of went along with that. Because I don't even know that the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel was like that bad. Because I mean, she added some stank to it, right? She added some stank. She added some stank to that Carol Danvers name. But I mean, I think she freaking nails the whole Kelly Sue DeConnick version of Captain Marvel. I think she freaking nails it. I mean, I think she probably nails it better than Robert Downey Jr. does Tony Stark, to be honest with you, or Chris Evans, Captain America. I know I'm probably giving too much praise when it's messed up, because the praise I'm giving is messed up, but they did it. Like, you can do it here, but you can't do it there. What? No, you know what? I'm sorry. No, because then we're going to start ranting about Peter Parker, and we're going to, we'll just stop. We'll just stop. We'll just stop while we're ahead. Yeah, first Ultimate Alliance, GOAT. Yeah. Taught my oldest daughter how to play video games with Ultimate Alliance 1. Yeah. My middle daughter, Ultimate Alliance 2. Nice. Yeah. I never could get into the 15 or so reboots of Carol. She was always a side character. Yeah, and I think even in like her own series, like, even the Claremont run, like she's still not an A-list character. Like, she's C-list, at best. And that's not to say that you can't take and make do a character some justice and make them, be B or A tier characters. But yeah, I mean, I don't think she was ever really like the biggest character. Just like, I mean, she's a cool side character. And Monica could easily be bigger. Absolutely. Captain Marvel nails it, like all of the MCU, says Mike Stanship Porter. Yeah, Danvers was a side character. Her claim to fame was Rogue stealing her powers. Yeah. It was years before they later portrayed her as really important to Marvel. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that was one of the things, like, it's something I still haven't done, but I feel like that's one of the things they could have actually done, and they still could do in like a second Captain Marvel movie, to not even retcon, but sort of set the record straight on some things that they just never told us in the first Captain Marvel movie. And part of that could be with Rogue stealing her powers. I mean, I think they could easily do that, because it really plays into everything that you see in the first Captain Marvel movie. Because it's shit that played out in the comics. Where she was kind of like cold and not really, how would you say, intimate or friendly with everybody, because she had her fucking memories and her powers stolen. Like, just like in the movie, she didn't have her memories and shit, like. And that's the thing with the movie, but they never explain it in the movie. It's like, oh, she just lost her memory. She went to Hala, and she's a warrior for Hala now. Like, all that like, it's easily explained. Like you can easily take. See, I'm gonna go. No, I gotta stop. But it's easily fixable. They could easily fix it all. The only thing they can't fix is the damage that Brie Larson done with the brand anyway. That's the only thing they can't do. That's the only thing. But I'm not, and if you guys know me here, I'm not even one of the Brie Larson haters or whatever. I think she's mildly annoying. I don't hate her or anything. I mean, I watch her videos and shit. Like, she's alright, but she unfortunately went out there and trying to be cool or trendy or whatever, and tried to, and pissed a lot of people off. Even though she was right, even though in what she said, she was right, she just didn't say it right. But yeah. But yeah, she's more of a side character. Exactly, OG. If you watch Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon, her power level is portrayed more accurately as well. Yeah. Exactly. Who's Gareth? There is a bot here, isn't there? There's got to be a bot. Yeah, I see. I keep seeing you all talking to a Gareth. There's got to be a bot in the chat that I've got blocked. There's got to be a bot in the chat I've got, because I don't see any Gareth in here. You know what, you guys? If there's a mod here that can see the bots chats, because I can't see them, just hide them. Just hide Hide whoever it is that's saying all their stupid shit. Hide them. Yeah, just hide it. Like, click the little. You got the mods now. Yeah, click the little 3 button. Like, just hide them. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want them. We don't want them. We don't want them. We don't want you here, Gareth. We don't want you here. We don't want our watch time that bad. We don't need our clicks and views and likes that bad, Gareth, to put up with your bullshit. Anyway, sorry. Sorry. But I can see you're obviously saying some stupid shit to get people to say stuff. Because I see people saying stuff. And you could easily go bye-bye. We don't want you here. You know what? I feel like taking my shirt down and going, you see what that means? It means not fucking welcome. Name me that movie. Name me that movie. Oh, man. That's funny. Oh, see, look, right there. Look, it just told me. It's just, Mike Stanshall Porter just hit a user you've blocked. Yeah, it says that on my screen, right? Oh, man, that's funny. Okay, sorry. No, I can't see him. I can't see. I got him blocked. I block bots, man. And people out here come in there saying that. That's what I could tell. By what Justin is saying here, I was like, okay, it's obviously one of those people who comes into the chats trying to stir up shit with everybody. And like, look, nobody gives a fuck about your race fucking card fucking bullshit. Nobody fucking cares. You got the wrong crowd. You got the wrong stream. You got the wrong people. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else where they want to hear your bullshit. Because we don't. We don't. That's why I've got you blocked. That's why you're now hidden on the channel. So other people can't see your stupid bullshit neither. Thank you, Mike Porter. She must be more popular than Spider-Man. Carol is now S-tier. Yeah. McDonald's sells a lot of burgers. Doesn't mean they're any good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Speaking of which, like today at work, they brought I don't know, they brought in some sandwiches from McDonald's and shit. I was like, I gave it to somebody else. Like I don't know. Oh, I'm good. Oh dang, man! Immortal Biggie Shaq comes in and says, the Blackhawks D is massive. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, their D really puts it down. Yeah. But I'm more of a Canadiens fan. I was always more of a the Habs. Yeah, I was always more of a Montreal fan. I'm not really a Chicago fan. Like when it comes to football, like I'm definitely I was a Bears fan. You can see by the stripes right there, right? I was definitely a Bears fan. I was definitely a Bears fan back in the day. Back in my day when they used to play real football. Like a decade ago. Yeah, West Coast Avengers, baby. Yes, that's what we need. Two Gun Pedro, pew pew. Says I'm driving home, so I'm going to listen to you flap your gums. Thank you, Two Gun Pedro. Thank you. Thank you. You came in at the right time. You came in at the right time, right? When I was telling him, like, get Gareth the hell out of here. Treat him like they treated like the Guitar Center treated that son of a bitch the other week when he was in there trying to steal the guitars. Did you guys see that video? Did you guys see that video somewhere? And I want to say it was obviously in Texas, where the people at the fucking Guitar Center took some fucking asshole that was trying to steal shit and fucking dragged him, wrestled his ass to the front door. The guy wouldn't leave. And the fucking employee picks the guy up. Then he picked him up. I think he picked him up by his shirt collar and his fucking jeans. And he's carrying him like he's fucking, like a fucking log. He just fucking throws him out the goddamn door. The guy's laying there like, yeah, you dumb son of a bitch coming in here trying to steal shit. So what you... Oh, man. All right. I should stop. Okay, I never block people unless they're just way over the top. My mod skills are lacking. Yeah, you know what? I block the dumb son of a bitches who come in here just trying to stir shit like that. Cause like those people in here, it was the same people like that go into like Chillmonger streams and shit like that. Like nobody cares about your race baity bullshit. You know, like I don't even want to hear it. Like if the person was at least just an asshole coming in, like even like I can deal with that. But you're coming in here like stirring up shit, fucking race issues and all this bullshit. And like, look, here's the thing: is nobody really gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We accept everybody from all walks of life here. And if you're all that whole fucking stupid. And here's the thing: is like those stupid son of a bitches come in here. They always put out these quotes of these movie stars that said this and that. But then if you go listen to what the movie stars and these quotes that they actually say, they're not saying what you think they said, you idiot. Anyway. Oh, yeah, Porter dropped the band hammer. Yeah, hell yeah, dude, I love it. This is the trailer park. We're sarcastic, but we're fun. Yeah, absolutely. Detroit Red Wings, America's greatest hockey team ever. Oh, okay, you're a Red Wings fan, huh? All right, I can deal with that. I can deal with the Red Wings. You ever seen that? Remember the movie Youngblood? I haven't seen it in years, man. I used to own used to own the videotape when I was a kid, man. But Youngblood, that's fucking good. When Keanu Reeves is in it, Keanu Reeves' young days, man. It was a long time ago. Fucking Patrick Swayze is in it. I want to say it was Tom Skerritt, but it wasn't Tom Skerritt that was the dad. It was somebody else. But yeah, man, Youngblood, that was a good one. Remember that shit? Remember that movie? Rob Lowe, ooh, Cynthia Gibb. Yeah. Fucking Youngblood was a good one. I need to rewatch that shit. Just like I need to buy it. Just like I need to go out there and buy Remo Williams. I used to have the VHS of that when I was growing up too. Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. Fucking great. It's great stuff. You saw Youngblood in the theater? Holy shit. Nice. Yeah. Race baits like clickbait. Yeah, exactly. Wait, is it Friday? Jason, you're funny, dude. You're messing with me now. Oh man. Hey, Captain Marvel's gold. Yeah, I like the comics version. Like I said, even like the MCU version. I mean, the movie could definitely use some brushing up. A lot. But I don't think it was the worst one. I don't like for me, even in my MCU ranking list, I think Captain Marvel is right there in the middle. It's right there in the middle of all the films. Let's see. Youngblood, the GOAT. I own it. Rob Lowe, Swayze, Keanu. Yeah. The only thing, what was it? The only thing better than I can't remember. The only thing better than a blah blah is Tea with Miss McGill. We all know what Tea with Miss McGill was like. Anyway. I'm definitely a product of the 80s and 90s, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. But yeah, that's a classic. Jason says I saw Remo in the theater. Damn, Remo, like that would be great, man. And Fred Ward. Didn't Fred Ward die last year? Man, you know what? I think if they went and remade Remo Williams or tried to do a second movie, like, you know what? I think they could get what's his name? The Punisher guy? John Bernthal? He's got that same kind of look. Like, he almost looks like Fred Ward. He looks like a younger Fred Ward. A little bit. I think he could pull it off. But yeah, man, Remo Williams, The Adventure Beast, that one's a classic, dude. I love that movie. And you know what's funny is I think I was watching, was it War Games? I think it was War Games with my kids the other day. And the movie came on, and I could hear the soundtrack. It was the musical score. And I was like, oh, this is the same guy who did Remo Williams. I could tell because the music, like the musical score, sounded like the Remo Williams score. I think it was the same guy. Might have been. It was the guy from Remo Williams did one of the. It was War Games, or I'm pretty sure it was War Games. That was my kids were watching. Yeah. James Jimenez says, Trinity, my daughter says she wants that Black Widow comic behind you. She said it would be a nice gift for her Sweet 15. Which one? Oh, that? Oh, that's a statue. That's a statue. That's a statue right there. It's a, here, I guess I could pull it down. I did a video. There's a video here on the channel where I did an unboxing of it. But it's a it's a statue. It's pretty badass too. It's pretty badass too. But I'll tell you, you know what? I will tell you though, James Jimenez. I will tell you though. If you want to, you could get a hold of me on Twitter or Instagram at secondstreetmarvel.com. There should be links here on the About section on the channel. Get a hold of me there, James Jimenez, and you can send me your deets. Send me your address. Send me your address, and I could actually send you for your daughter. For your daughter. Don't you be reading it, you son of a bitch. Even though it's a great book. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite Marvel books ever. But if you get a hold of me and send me your details, send me them deets, I will send you a copy of Black Widow No Restraints Play, written by Jen and Sylvia Soska with art by Flaviano. If you would like, I'll send that to you in the mailses. It's probably the greatest Black Widow story ever told, and definitely one of the best stories that Marvel Comics will probably ever put on print paper. Right up there with the death of Captain Marvel. Yeah, it's absolutely great. But I do have that. Yeah. But get a hold of me. Get a hold of me. Links are on the channel. Yeah, send me your address. I can get you that Black Widow No Restraints. But I've got a couple copies of it, so I can send one to you. And it's a great story. It's a great story in which we see Natasha Romanoff, who's been reborn, a clone of herself with implanted memories. She goes to Madripoor and hunts down and exacts revenge on child traffickers. Great shit, man. It's a great fucking story. Told only the way Jen and Sylvia Soska could tell it. It's a good one. It's one of my favorites. And I will send it to you. Absolutely free. Absolutely free. All you had to do was sit here and listen to me flap my gums through this live stream. That's it. Mike Stanchill Porter says, you know, I'm an old white guy. I'm old school, but I'm not blind. I go out to my community and see diversity. I have no problem with diversity, so come in here and bust your ball. So don't come in here and bust our balls over it. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the funny thing is, because I think everywhere I go, that's what I see, you know, like all these people, all these fucking weirdos you see online with all their race baity bullshit. And I'm not saying that there's not people that don't discriminate against. I'm not saying there's not black people that see white people and like, fucking I guarantee there's people out there like that. Yeah, sure. But I see so little of it in the real world. Like, especially like where I live at. Where I live at is such a fucking melting pot. I mean, we've got fucking whites, blacks, Mexicans, fucking everybody where I live at. And like, it's not really that bad. I mean, there's some assholes, there's some dickheads, and there's some great people. And everywhere I go, like anyone I've ever dealt with here since I've lived here, like, I've been completely welcome in any kind of, I guess, like communities I've gone and hang out with people. You know, a lot of the customers that I go see in my business, I go into black-owned businesses and fucking sell shit. Like they're, you know what? They're 100% fucking cool with me. I'm cool with them. Like, it's not a fucking thing. And that's the thing. Like, it's only online because it's not a real thing. In the real world that I live in, people get along. Not all the time. Some of them don't get along, and some of them maybe because of racial issues, but it's so little. Yeah, you're right, Mike Porter. I did too. I saw Remo Williams in the theater. Oh, damn. No fair, man. I want to see, you know what? I want to see Remo Williams on the big screen. I deserve that. My ratings for the MCU, everything's tied for number 1. Oh, damn. That was a good one. Okay. James Jimenez says, there's always a but. Yeah. Seriously. Get a hold of me, James. Yeah, I'll send it out. Like I said, I've got a couple copies. I've tried to send it to other people and nobody ever sends me their information. I'm just like, hey, just send me your information. I'll send it out to you. Jason Remo. I don't think I've ever seen you here. Thank you so much for being here, Jason Remo. He says, Trinity, why... I feel like I gotta do this. Jason Remo. All right. Back, let's go with it. Jason Remo. Trinity, why are Marvel Comics suddenly bring back Planet of the Apes in the most of their comics next month? I didn't know they were doing that. Are they doing that? Is that a thing? Is Marvel Comics doing that? I don't know. I didn't know that. I didn't even know there was Planet of the Apes comics. I've never read a Planet of the Apes comic. I've never read it. You got me there. Jason Remo. Williams. Remo Williams. Yeah, James. For sure. Let me know. I'm telling you. I'll send it. I saw the original Star Wars on the big screen. You know what, Mike Porter? I might have been in my mom's belly at that time. No, I wouldn't have. Unless I went and seen it in the theater like really late. Yeah, no. I didn't get to see that one. But I was probably there for Return of the Jedi and The Empire Strikes Back. I was probably there for those though. My parents like movies, and we used to go to the movies a lot when I was a kid. And that was one of the things when I was a kid, like, we're not late for the movies. You were going to the movie theater? Oh, you're early. Because you got to get there, you got to get snacks, you got to get sat down, like in an experience. You sit there at the movie theater and you shut the fuck up and you watch the movie. As much as I love the MCU and I like the movies, that like I get the whole thing Martin Scorsese talks about the thrill rides, because that's one thing that I like it fucking gets on my nerves, is sitting there in the movie theater and everybody has to like jump up and start clapping like they're on a goddamn roller coaster. I goddamn hate it. I'm just sitting there ready to fucking pull the little hair follicles I have left out of my head to say shut down and shut the fuck up. So I can enjoy my movie, because I didn't even hear the goddamn X-Men theme music play when Professor X came out. It's all your fault. Because you've seen him and everybody... Anyway. Oh, man. Okay. So what were we? Oh, we're only at 90 minutes. All right, it's 3 o'clock. All right. So what have you guys got planned for today? What are you guys doing? Is there anything big going on? Today? I don't think there's any football games. Wasn't the playoffs? Wasn't that last week? Wasn't the playoffs last week? Like is this the week off between? Is this the week off between the Super? Like next week's the Super Bowl? Am I wrong? Playoffs. I don't know. What else is going on? Obviously, we got Ant-Man coming out soon. Anything else going on? What about Avatar? You guys go see Avatar? I haven't watched it. Oh, everyone's quiet now. Is that how we're doing this? Everyone's quiet now? Did my stream go offline? It might have. You know, I sit here and be like, oh, I'm online. No, it didn't. All right. Yeah. Let me know. Oh, Aglax. Aglax in the building now, huh? Theater people and their be quiet. Meanwhile, us driving people are breaking bottles and asking the car next to us if they want something. Some of this barbecue. Okay, look. That's different. If we're at the drive-in theater, that's perfectly fine, Aglax. If we're at the drive-in, it's perfectly fine. Sit there and smoke your weed, humping in the car, got your fucking cookout going on, bothering your neighbors, honking your... That's fine. That's the environment. It's different. That's different. That's okay at the drive-in. That's okay, because that's the experience. But at the theater, the experience is you sit down, zip your lips, and shut up. Because it costs me as much to go to the drive-in for a whole carload of friends as it does for me to go see one movie in IMAX. So that's the difference, Aglax. So don't act like I'm some sort of Puritan, some sort of prude, just because I want people to sit there and be quiet while I try to watch a movie at the theater. You're so mean. You're so mean, Aglax. Why are you always coming in here and stirring up shit? I bet you Aglax is the person that was in here earlier. The bot. I bet you Aglax was the bot in the chat. That's why he's just now showing up. Aglax was the bot in the chat. Oh, okay. Tomorrow is the AFC and NFC championships. All right. To see who's playing. Who's playing? Is it the Bears versus the Buccaneers? And the Raiders versus the Bengals? Is it? I don't know. Haven't seen Avatar? All right. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Like, I'm interested. I go see it. I haven't heard great things about the movie at all. I'm not sure if you guys know who Max Landis is, but he has a channel here on YouTube called Up to My Knees. And this motherfucker, dude, he flipped his lid, bro. When Avatar 2 came out, like this fool fucking flipped his lid just like Josh did over the boner joke, right? Like this fool fucking went off, bro. Like he was upset. Like this fool, like I thought he was gonna cry, bro. Like this shit was funny. You gotta go check it out. It's Up to My Knees. Max Landis. Oh, man, dude, I'm telling you, he was pretty pissed about that Avatar movie. It's fucking funny. During World War II, DC and Marvel made war-based comics on Hitler. You think they'll do the same with Putin? No. No. Going to shovel snow? Where you at, James Jimenez? Where you at? Going to shovel snow? Which movies will make $1 billion this year? I don't know. I'm not one of those box office guys like that. Like I don't do the box office thing. If you want box office, you got to go talk to Adam over at Fanjecture, or I know LB, the Lonely Banter. He always got into that too. But yeah, I don't really care about the box office thing, the billions and stuff. Now I'm building roller coaster on my phone. Evening time here. Yeah, getting late. Old person gotta turn in. You know, in May I will be 60. Dang, you know what, Mike Porter? You're almost as old as my mom, I think. Almost. You're getting there. Okay, Eagles and Niners. Oh, man. Eagles and Niners? How two shitty teams like that get into the playoffs? Playoffs? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? The Eagles and the Niners, those are like two of the shittiest teams ever in the fucking world. How are they going to the playoffs? Playoffs? Oh, man. You know, I remember back when I used to watch football, My Bears, they used to spank the fuck out of both of those teams. And they actually had some decent players, too. And they used to just, like, fucking bury them. I remember that time Nate Vasher in Candlestick Park took that fucking, took that kickoff to the fucking house. It was like 109 yards. Bam! Man, Nate Vasher fucking took it to the house. And then, I want to say it was a few years later, Devin Hester came in and did the same thing on a punt return. You don't fuck with, well, I don't know about these days, but you don't fuck with the Bears, bro. Fucking Bears. Special teams and defense. I don't know if it's the same these days. But that's how it used to be back in my day. Yeah. In Dixon, Illinois. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, Illinois is probably pretty cold there. Yeah. All right. I don't know about TakeOver, but I hope DC will be as good. I'm an old dude. Yeah. All right. It's fucking bots. Fucking bots, bro. The bots are back. Well, not this year. If you had a good D-line and O-line, you can go far. Bears had a bad year. All right. You guys are seeing this, right? You guys are seeing this? You guys are seeing this, right? You guys can see this retard in the chats, right? Like, you see the retard there in the chat? I'm looking at you, Remo. You know, I'm not sure who harmed you in your childhood. And, you know, maybe I should feel bad because maybe just one of those people that just needs a friend. You just need a friend. Someone to talk to. Someone to lean on. But my man, you need to find something to fucking do with your life. I mean, you could easily say the same thing about us. We're here having a good time, chatting. But look at you go. Look at you go. Try to park on a Saturday. If I was driving up to the mountains, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. Oh, man. Damn. If I ever find myself that bored, no, you know what? I probably can't say things like that on YouTube. Never mind. I can't say those things on you. Can I motion it? Can I motion what I would do if I ever found myself that bored? As bored as Remo here? Can I motion it? I don't think I can say it. Because if I said it, it's kind of shit that probably gets you fucking. You probably get you probably get your channel taken down. Oh, but my mom got sick, so no. Hiwasi. What's Hiwasi? I don't even know what that is. What's a Hiwasi? Hiwasi. Is that a town? That sounds like a town. Hiwasi. Let's go down to Hiwasi. It probably is. I might be like, yeah, it's a town. All right. Well, that sucks. Hopefully she gets better. How's she doing? How's your mom doing? I hope she's doing well, other than being sick. But you know, when I was growing up, one of the things like the kid, like, anybody remember Vanilla Ice? But like, when I was growing up, I loved Vanilla Ice. You know, I thought Vanilla Ice was cool. Yeah, the whole MC Hammer pants and the go white boy, go white. Yeah, I was into it. Shit, man, I was a fucking VIP, son. Vanilla Ice, right? Yeah. I liked Vanilla Ice when I was growing up. I admit it. You know, I know everybody like, fucking lame white rapper guy. Look, man, I loved Vanilla Ice growing up. I thought it was great. I like, you know, and plus I was a younger kid too when the whole Ice Baby thing popped off. I was watching videos the other day with my daughters and my kids. I was making them watch some old MTV videos like I grew up with, and we were watching a whole bunch of old shit. Like, we were watching like Boy George. We were watching George Michael. Played some Janet Jackson. They already know Michael Jackson. I was playing some like CNC Music Factory, MC Hammer, Technotronic. And then Vanilla Ice popped up. I was like, oh man, like, I mean, I like Vanilla Ice anyway, but like, they came on and they played Ice Baby. And I was like, oh yeah, I fucking love Vanilla Ice. But then, at the same time, the video for Too Cold was on also, which I'm not sure if you guys know, but Too Cold was actually the version that I want to say it was I want to say it was 2000, but it might have been 99 when Vanilla Ice ended up getting together and doing like a hardcore album, and it was called Hard to Swallow. This right here. And this CD came out, man. It was fucking great. And on this album, he actually remade Ice Baby, and it was a track called Too Cold. But I went through there, and like, so I was tripping on this the other day. I was like, man, I listen to this album every now and again anyway. Got it on my phone and shit, you know, sit there and listen to. But when I go out riding and stuff, it's a great album. But I went through and listened to it, and I'm like, damn, man, like, it's just such a good album. And like, I guess seeing the kind of the trajectory of where he went from, you know, that to even to where he is probably today even. And but I was listening to Hard to Swallow, and it's just such a good album. But it's like one of those kind of albums that like it had its place right at that time, then and there, and it still fits in there good, and it is still a good album. But I was listening to Hard to Swallow the other day, and it's just chock full of great tracks. And it's funny because like back in them days, especially like for one, Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit, his brother Scott Borland actually does keyboards and shit on this album. I want to say he plays some other music on here as well. But the album was actually produced by Ross Robinson. And back in the late 90s, the mid to late 90s, Ross Robinson did a lot of producing for a bunch of different bands. Mainly, he would be the guy who, I guess you could say, kind of invented the whole nu metal and that whole nu metal sound when he produced the first Korn album and then the second album. And they did a lot of the recording at Indigo Ranch Studios. He went on to work with Limp Bizkit. No, wait, didn't he do? Yeah. I think he did the first Limp Bizkit album, but then he also did other work as well. But a lot of it there had that very nu metal sound, that very Indigo Ranch style sound, and you can certainly hear it all over an album like Hard to Swallow. But this album was so good, man. Like getting in here and listening to all the tracks and stuff, and it's one of those rare albums you get out of somebody who's probably been like a one-hit wonder and gone on to, I don't know, did he go on to bigger and better things? I don't know. because I know he started doing his construction show and all that bullshit, but I would say he's reached a certain level of success in his life. But I don't know, man. I thought it was a pretty good album, and certainly one of the ones that I still continue liking. I enjoy listening to this day. Hard to Swallow. Definitely worth listening to. You should definitely check it out. You should definitely check this one out. I want to say it was 99 when this came out, though. Let's see. Produced and engineered by Ross Robinson. Where's the date on here? Shit, I'm getting so old I probably can't even read it. Probably can't even read it. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to do that thing that old people do when they go to read shit. You're like, you're going to hold it way out here. I noticed that the other day, too. I was sitting there reading a comic book, and I kind of had it close to me, and I was like, man, like I had to hold it out. I was like, oh, I can read it out here. Fucking funny, man. Getting old. 1998 when this album came out. Yeah, it was a good one. You can see they've got some photos inside of here. But yeah, this is such a good album, man. And like I said, I got his first album too. I thought it was I always enjoyed it to the extreme. I got that one here too. Yeah, the case is a little broken there. But yeah, I got that. You know the one I don't have, and I used to have the cassette of it. I gotta see if I can still have the cassette of it. But I used to have the one for the Cool as Ice soundtrack too. Cool as Ice, remember the movie? Yeah, they had a soundtrack to it. I used to have that soundtrack too. I'm telling you, yeah, I used to sit there and fucking do my fucking Vanilla Ice dancing and shit. No, I never did the dancing, man. I never really was into that. But remember Cool as Ice? Did you ever see the movie Cool as Ice? The movie's fucking like, it's so cheesy, but like still like, I don't know, it just got that 90s cheesiness to it that you watch and you're like, yeah, like it just, I don't know. It actually seems like a mix of like a cheesy 80s and 90s movie. Because to me, it almost seems like a movie like The Wraith. You ever seen the movie The Wraith? It reminds me of something kind of like that. You know, almost like an insignificant kind of movie or something. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Vanilla Ice and fucking and Mace. Oh, you mean Mace, like the guy who rapped like on Bad Boy? What did Bad Boy? Fucking with Diddy, Puff Daddy, and all that stuff. I remember Mace. He was the slow rapper guy, right? Wasn't he a reverend or some shit? Wasn't he a pastor? Yeah, Mace. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, if there was a problem, yo, he'd solve it. Yeah. You gotta just check out his hook while his DJ revolves it. Yeah. Well, she's 80, going on 81. She has good days and bad days. Okay. Mother-in-law is 83. She's currently having hallucinations. Could be medicine, doesn't have dementia. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that sucks, man. That sucks. You know what's funny? It's like my grandma, dude, I think she's in her 90s now. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Like she's always been a workaholic, but dude, like she's 90. And like the last time I seen her was at a funeral. Not hers, my other grandma's actually. But like she's sitting there, like everybody's, chilling and shit. Like my grandma, dude, like she's up on her feet, she's all fucking cleaning everything up, like fucking wiping down the tables, throwing away the trash, taking out the trash, like doing all this shit. I'm like, fucking grandma, you're like twice everybody's age here. Set the fuck down and rest, man. But I think that's one of the things that keeps people going, like no retiring, man. Don't retire. And if you do, find something that keeps you busy. But like that's like how she is. Like she's just always like, just always on it. Just always on it. Yeah. Yeah, Aglax says, go Ninja. I probably can't even sing that. I'll probably get a copyright claim. Yeah. Well, good luck to your mother-in-law, though, man. That kind of sucks. Yeah, having, like, the hallucinations and stuff. And that's great. Yeah, especially if you don't have dementia. Like, what the hell? Like, what kind of... I'm not trying to be mean, but what kind of medication she on, man? Like, give me some of that. I know. That was bad. That's terrible. I never claimed to be a good person. I'm a terrible person. I'm terrible. Yeah, terrible. Star Wars MCU-OG says that movie cool as ice. I also see. I see it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in the theater too. I'm dead sure I've seen that one in the theater too. That's how big of a fan I was. What can I say? What can I say? I can't even remember who was it. Who was even in the? Who was the chick in the movie? Who was the chick in the movie? I can't even remember. Let's find that out. Who was the chick in the movie? Cool as. There we go. Who is the chick in the movie? Okay. Kristen Minter. She was the I don't know who she is. Yeah, Naomi Campbell was in it. Yeah. Oh, Deezer D was in there. I remember that. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. I didn't know Deezer D was in it. Deezer D, he was also in CB4. Remember CB4? Swept from my balls! Swept from my balls! Swept from my balls! Swept from my biggity balls, yo! Swept from my balls! I used to fucking love CB4 too. I ain't seen that one in a while. I need to make my kids watch that shit. CB4? That's a fucking classic too, man. I'll never forget. And I used the clip in a video I did the other day. I think it was like the Born of Blood or the Miss Meow or the Born of Blood video that I did when I was talking about them doing a Kickstarter version, but I used a little clip from that. When the guy playing Wacky D, fucking Trustus Jones died. And he's in his casket. Fucking Wacky D goes up there. He's like, oh, man, you thought this was over there. He's like, but I ain't finished with you. He's like, where's my money? He's all sitting there fucking punching. Fucking punching the dead. He's like, I want my money. Oh, shit. CB4 was the shit. Oh, man. Yeah. Aglax. Ninja Rap was dope. It was. Yeah. MC Hammer had a cartoon and it was I think I remember that. MC Hammer cartoon. Yeah. That's funny. Every rapper who didn't save his money becomes a pastor. I'm looking forward to actual Pastor Troy here in Atlanta. Oh man, that's funny. Who's Troy? Which one's Troy? Oh man, I remember he had a motorcycle and cool as ice. That's about it. Yeah, because I remember it was basically like Footloose, wasn't it? Wasn't the movie basically like Footloose? Like he rolls into town with his motorcycle. He splits up from his crew. He's kind of out on his own, and it's almost like it seems like it's a mix of Footloose and Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, right? Like, and he goes into this small town, and they don't want nobody dancing, but he wants to dance and do his thing and everything because it's his prerogative or whatever. And you know what? Let's read the synopsis right here. Let's read the synopsis right here. What's it say? A rapper gets stuck in a small town and falls for a local girl whose family is in witness protection. The old Teen Rebel saga is updated for the rap crowd. Unfortunately, rapper Vanilla Ice is the teen. Ice shows up on a neon yellow motorcycle, which gets everyone's attention, including the female honor student who has never had a rebellious bone in her body. Okay, see, I knew it was something like that. What's the tagline here? Starring in his first motion picture, Vanilla Ice. When a girl has a heart of stone, there's only one way to melt it. Just add ice. Ice, ice, baby. You gotta love it, man. I'm telling you, if I remember right, the movie is basically Footloose meets Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. He's there, fish out of water, nobody wants him there. He's a terrible guy. He's a bad influence. He wanna make the people dance. At one point, I think he does this like really cheesy song in the in like the little saloon or the little local bar. He does something like I want to thank you for letting me be myself or some shit like that. Like I can't even fucking remember. Like I just remember shit was cheesy, but fucking hilarious. What year was this? What year was this movie anyway? 91. Okay, it was 91. I knew it had to be. Yeah, I was gonna say I knew it had to be early 90s, something like that, man. That's funny. Oh man, yeah, yeah. Star Wars MCU-OG. CB4 is great. Chris Rock in the 90s was fine. Yeah, he was great. Like especially in the 90s, he was great. Yeah, that was a good. I think another one that God, was it Head of State? I think that was another one of his good ones that he did, man. But yeah, Chris Rock. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you ask me, when it comes to 90s and the movies and shit like that, there's Chris Rock and Will Smith. Ooh. Damn. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. I want to thank you all so much for being here today. Again, if you get a chance, man, I'm telling you, go check out Merc Publishing. They got some good books over there. Check out Barbaric. If you like I said, if you like what you've seen here on the channel, want to support the channel with your hard-earned dollars, consider becoming a channel member. Get entered into the giveaway for La Muerta, Primeval, World War Death. Absolutely great stuff here. But again, thank you all so much for being here today. Channel members will probably do a gaming stream tomorrow. We'll probably do some gaming and shit. Play some more Need for Speed Heat. I'm about to beat the game totally. I've almost got the game 100%. I'm going through. I've been working on getting all the collectibles and all of that stuff on the through the game. So soon I'll probably be at 100%. I'll probably still be at 100% on it. But I want to thank you all so much for being here today. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you in the next video or live stream. Later.